quick video today. So if you've seen the thumbnail and you probably read the title as well too, or you just seen one of the two and was like, oh, this is interesting. Like, hey, if you're new, you like to see, sub up, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. But I gotta ask you guys two questions, and like we're gonna get to them. But for me, how would you like, as one of the questions, how would you like that I do a series leading up to the 11th year anniversary of my own like sort of wish list of things that I want in Dokkan Battle that, you know, necessarily hasn't happened yet, just something in my head canon that I would love to see, and you guys could sort of, you know, comment and talk amongst yourselves and with me in the comments down below on all these videos. Now, they may not be like every day is one of them, but just leading up to the 11th anniversary, like, you know, some few days might have like one in this, maybe 2 in a week, might be 3 in a week, you never know. Like, but how would you like to see that? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you just starting this out right off the bat, because I'll probably do mine eventually, but especially if you guys enjoy this, and if you do, definitely hit the like button, share it out, get more people that are looking at this stuff. But how would you like, no, I need to phrase this better. If you had one unit that you could have, your perfect unit in Dokkan Battle, what would it be? What would it look like? What typing? Ooh, what would it be? Let me know in the comment section below. Now, yeah, if you've seen the thumbnail right now, you're probably like, okay, what's this man about to yap about? What's about to happen here? Because you're talking about some craziness right now that I'm looking at from the thumbnail, and it hooked me, and I'm kind of like, what you talking about, man? I'm looking you up and down. What you looking at? Like, what you about to say? Listen, what I'm about to say here is, in my opinion, Dokkan needs a new rarity in the game. And if it was a situation where the 11th year anniversary started that sort of trend, great. My only gripe about that would be is that I would only want the new rarity to be locked behind very hard content, so it's not something that's going to be, you know, just like an LR. You know how when we first, like, just to give you, you know how when we first got LRs in the game, we were all like, oh my God, LRs in the game, whoa. And then they pretty much are just running the mill now, and there's like LR everywhere. Like, I don't want it to be in a situation like that whatsoever at all, that over time it just gets pretty much watered down and it's just like everywhere. I would either want it to be locked behind a very, very hard event, like even like Festival of Battles. That way it would entice more people to go after and beat in Festival of Battles to get said character out of it. Or during the 11th or the anniversary, I'm only using the 11th year anniversary as a reference because that's about to happen, during the 11th year anniversary or the Global Dokkan campaign. So anniversary, Global Dokkan campaign, or locked behind very hard content, and that's about it. And that's what I would like to see. And they don't come out like all the time, like it's like one every month or nothing like that. Like when we get one, it's like, oh, like that's the sort of luster, that's the sort of shine that I would want it to necessarily have, like the impact into a game that I would want it to actually have, not like a run-of-the-mill LRs. And even with, you know, the anniversaries and Global Dokkan campaign, you can still get those said units, and they would be like the big chase out of the banners, but you still get your LRs, you still get your TURs, all those new characters and stuff, like you still get them. It's just that those would be the higher up echelon that we would really be looking for. And you can say things about the how we gonna put the rates and stuff like that for those units. I'm sure they'll probably find a way to make them sort of fair and stuff like that you can still get. But in my opinion, they would need like a new sort of animation that lets you know that you're getting one of these. Like, for instance, like if they bring back, I was gonna say the Saiyan pods from like OG Dokkan and stuff like that. Like if they brought back Saiyan pods, or they brought something back, Super Saiyan, you know, something that was like, you're getting this massive one, something that like would get the blood sort of pumping, something crazy, you know. Like I feel like the blood doesn't necessarily pump like that anymore when in terms of summons. Like, yeah, sure, 11 like anniversaries, Global Dokkan campaigns, where you get the unit that you've really been wanting, all this stuff that's new. Like, yeah, but it's not like a sense where it's like, oh, freak out time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't believe it. Like, we need that back in the game. We need that. And like I said, if it was at the 11th year anniversary where we get this, because again, anniversaries always introduce something new to Dokkan Battle, whether it be a mechanic or anything like that. And let's be honest, a lot of people currently right now are looking for mechanics to be introduced or whatever. But what if it wasn't a mechanic? What if it was a new rare? All I'm saying is just hear me out. From my headcanon, what I would like, again, you could like this, you could be like, ooh, we do need a new rarity. Or you could be someone that could be completely against that. It'd be like, we don't need a new rarity whatsoever at all. But in my opinion, I do think we do. I think it'd be something way more interesting to really chase, something that's, again, limited. It's not like out here going crazy. I mean, even Legends, well, actually, that's probably not a good, I don't think that's a good comparison to really necessarily make on Legends, because I'm not going to speak that much on the Legends side, but because I haven't played Legends in a very long time. But didn't they have like the Legends Limited or something like that, like the higher rarity ones, and they come out? I'm sure they have quite a bit of those at this point in time, but you don't understand what I'm saying. It's like something like that, but less, but more limited. You know, that's all I'm saying. Locked behind somewhere around there. And again, 11th anniversary would be great, because if we're all expecting it to be Namek, or at least half of Namek, that would make so much sense, because Dokkan's not going to hard reset at any point in time. It's not. Like, we know that. Something I would love that would probably be in a full video on its own in that series that I talked about at the beginning of doing, if you guys would want to see that. Like, that would be something that would 100% have a full-on, like, 20-30 minute discussion video, hella full stream on that I could do. But it's probably not going to happen, and if it does, it would shock the hell out of me. I'm going to be quite honest with you. But if we were to get something along the lines of that, it would have to be there at the 11th year anniversary. And again, like I said, if it's Namek, that would make sense, because, well, let's be honest, we had quite a few things leading up in Dragon Ball, like, because what I'm saying is basically like Namek Saga was like the turning point in Dokkan, in Dragon Ball Z, but it would be in Dokkan at this point in time if it does happen. Like, it was a turning point in Dragon Ball Z where you got Super Saiyan, and that changed the game. Frieza's like transformations changed the game. Like, we'd already seen Giant form, we'd already seen Kaioken, like we'd already seen, Grade 8. We've seen that before, but that stuff we hadn't seen before. And to be quite honest, that would be absolutely insane to me if it was a situation where the new rarities, like the main big new rarities, were a Super Saiyan Goku and a Frieza to basically kick it off, start it off, and then maybe for the global Dokkan campaign. After that, who's the other two iconic, like right after that would be what, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Cell? And then you get what, Vegito, Super Vegito and Buuhan? You know, those sort of things, like reserved to like the big shit. You know what I'm saying? The big shit. That's what I'm saying. But let me know in the comment section below. Would you guys enjoy that? Would you like to see a new rarity in the game, or you think it just doesn't need to happen? Let me know. It's a safe space, baby. It's a safe space down below. And like I said, you can talk amongst yourselves about it, give some more pointers and more, just more pointers in for pros and cons, if it would make sense, if it wouldn't. But other than that, have an awesome day / night. Stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.